Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Oh, y'all. What up, though, people? Like to welcome you back to the Keep the C-Note podcast. I am your boy Brown. To the left of me, I got
your boy John.
To the left of John, we got the lefty in the building. State your name.
Vito.
Vito almost did not get access to the building with his hat on. Shit got real goofy real quick.
Yeah, security made me strip my hat off.
Yeah, and it had nothing to do with me. It's just how we rock and roll in this spot. But, you know, we got a lot going on, people. NBA Finals is amongst us. We got a lot to talk about. But let's go back last week because we wasn't here last week. Embiid finished number 2, MVP voting. But he didn't make all NBA first team. How y'all feel about it? Was it right? Was it wrong? Keep it a C-Note with us.
I don't know. I had mixed feelings about it. I don't know. I kind of agree. I rock out with Joker. But Embiid, to me, I mean, I don't know. To me, he showed that the Sixers did need him. Like, he did make a difference. He's worthy of it, but I don't know. I don't think he was compared to Joker this season. I think if you would have had the same situation in Denver, Denver would have needed Joker if he wasn't in the game. So, I mean, yeah, every team needs a good center. But, I mean, I kind of agree with him being number 2 on the second team.
What you think, Vito?
It's kind of like how I kind of agree with John a little bit. I feel like Embiid definitely should have been MVP.
Right.
But does MVP automatically put you on the first team? Because I felt like the Joker played good, but I feel like Embiid played better than Joker this year.
Right.
So I feel like Embiid should have been there over Joker on MVP and first team.
Okay. So I feel the same way. I think Embiid should have been first team. I think he should have been first team. I mean, even Joker did a lot for the MVP as well as Embiid. So, you know, you can debate about that all day, but, you know, he definitely should have been first team. So, keep it a C-Note with us. Give me your 5, your first team, all NBA. This don't got nothing to do with the NBA list. Just your thoughts. Keep it a C-Note, Vito. Who you got?
Just any 5?
Your 5, all team. Whoever you think was the first team, you know.
Well, I'm gonna put at the center. I'm gonna put Embiid.
Okay.
At the power forward, I put Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Jason Tatum at the 3. Jason Tatum was balling this year.
Right.
And at the 2 and the 1, even though I'm mixing the first team and the second team, I'm taking Luka off and I'm taking Booker off and I'm putting Ja and I'm putting Steph in there.
Okay. Okay. Why Ja though?
Specifically, why Ja? Shout out to my homie Mike. He put me on game that I wasn't even paying attention to because everybody was talking about the MVP race and nobody mentioned Ja's name. Think about Ja had that team in the second seed.
But because
you know why?
Good
yeah, they did. They had a great record without him.
Yeah, but do they get where they're at without him? As far as in the playoffs and all that shit, they don't. They might have had if the season is 80-something games. Right. They might have won say 10, 20 games without him.
They was like 21-5,
but they not. Like they're not making the playoffs without him.
He couldn't bid because he didn't play like a full season. I didn't get a whole 80-something games out.
They're not making the playoffs without Ja. I don't give a fuck how many if they had a winning record without him.
They finished good without him.
No, they didn't finish good without him. They won the games without. Who's it less? And
they had a nice record.
You got to take consideration.
A nice record.
What if they was playing the worst teams in the league? Them games that he didn't play.
But they weren't though. They was playing good teams as well.
So y'all think he would have made the play? They'd have made the playoffs without Ja?
The way they team is, yeah, probably so.
No.
I mean, Jaren Jackson not nice.
He all right.
The young boy Baines ain't break out.
I like Baines. I like what's the 2 guard?
The light skin boy.
Yeah.
Brooks.
I like all them dudes, but they not. Come on, man. They not them boys.
So
Ja.
all right. Before we go to John list, you take Ja Morant. He was hurt this year. Who makes it over them? Who you saying making it over them? Because they're still better than a lot of them.
Come back to me on that.
All right, John, who you got? What's your 5? Keep it a C note. NBA first team. Who you got? Talking to that mic, brother.
All right, I'm gonna keep it a C note. And my center, like I can't bear. I'm taking Joker, almost just like the team that they had. Except I'm taking Joker at my center. I got Giannis, I got Tatum, I got Booker, but I'm putting my man Kyrie in there. I'm sorry, he's my point. I know he didn't play half the season, but he shoot that ball. To me, he is the essence of basketball. He doesn't come down spamming threes. He did not change the game. He comes down to give you buckets.
Okay.
Thank you. So
okay.
that's my point.
All right, let me go. See, I didn't do like y'all did. The NBA when you do the All-Star game now, I agree with Charles and Shaq. They only do forwards and guards, so it ain't no centers and all that. So I did Joker, Embiid, Giannis, Tatum, and Steph. So that's my 5. I think Embiid should have made it. I'm not taking
going to the lane.
Huh?
I said ain't nobody going to the lane. I mean that's a crazy squad.
All right. So what's your thoughts, people?
Yeah, I'm just looking. They possibly could have made it because the AFC had 30-something wins. So it's possible.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What's your thoughts, people? Should Embiid have been all NBA first team? Drop your 5 right now. This year, who was all NBA first team? In your opinion, keep it a C note with us. Bonus question right now. You start in the fantasy draft. NBA. You got the number 1 pick. What player today are you drafting? Who's your number 1 pick? John.
Giannis.
Hold on. Say that one more time.
We're doing a fantasy draft. What you got the number 1 pick? Which player from the NBA are you right now? Just currently in the NBA. Who are you picking with the number 1 pick? Keep it a C note with us.
Dang, that's a question.
I agree with my brother John over here. I think I'm gonna take Giannis with the first pick.
No, I'm gonna take Westbrook.
Who?
What?
Did you hear what you said? Fantasy draft. It's about numbers. Westbrook is damn near.
No. I'm saying it's a fantasy draft, but it's our team. It's really gonna be our team. It's not about.
So we gotta do a fantasy.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
It's just a fantasy draft.
Oh, okay.
The lefty.
You said fantasy.
Yeah.
So
Okay, no, it's not the actual game. We're just doing a draft with everybody. Who you got number 1?
Steph Curry.
Steph?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your thoughts, people? If you can draft, you got the number 1 draft pick right now, NBA. All the players that's in the league right now are free agents. Who are you taking with the number 1 pick? Keep it a C note with us.
Yo, y'all tried to see our reaction when I said Westbrook.
Yeah, I'm like, call him a Uber early. That nigga fried. All right, so we did a lot of talking about the Dream Team lately. I don't know if y'all seen it on IG. It's the little app where the players pop up for you. Y'all seen that on IG when the players pop?
Oh yeah.
The video. Yeah. Oh, okay. So being as though we did a lot of talking about the Dream Team, all players from any era in their prime, you put together your own Dream Team. Give me your 12, and being as though it's been COVID and everything else, give us a bonus roster spot 13. Keep it a C note.
And just to keep it clear, we're talking about career. We're not talking career longevity. We're talking just a player in their prime.
In their prime from any era. You know what I mean? So if you guys want to go somebody that was the man for 2-3 years, like a Brandon Roy or somebody for the newer guys, I'm just saying you can do that. We're talking in a prime. Who want to kick it off?
I kick it off.
Who you got, Vito?
At the center, I'm going to Dream and I'm going Shaq.
Okay. Who's starting? Can you give your starters?
Okay, my starter would be the Dream.
Okay.
At the 4, I got 3 of them. I got Barkley, Malone, and Duncan.
Okay.
Of course,
Barkley starter.
Barkley, Malone, and Duncan. Okay.
At the 3, I got Bird, Bron, and KD. Bird would be my starter.
Okay.
At the 2, I got MJ, Cole.
Okay.
MJ would be the starter. At the 1, I got Steph Curry, and I got Magic. Magic would be the starter. Hold on. Steph Curry. No, matter of fact, right. Magic would be the starter, and I bring Steph off the bench.
Okay, and now add a bonus player into it. One more spot. Cause
I
dudes.
go Oscar Robinson.
Okay. Who you got, John?
Am I?
Keep it a C note with us.
My center starting Kareem.
Okay.
On the bench, I got Shaq.
Okay.
Starting power forward, I got Barkley.
Okay.
On my bench, I got Karl Malone.
That's cool.
My 3, I got Larry Bird starting. I got Grant Hill on the bench.
Ooh, that's nice.
And shooting guard, of course, Jordan starting, Kobe on the
This
bench.
boy cheated off my paper. Man.
No, but listen.
They're brothers.
My point guard, I got Magic starting, but Penny coming off the bench. My man Penny.
Okay.
All right. Here are my 2 flexes. My 2 extra players. So I'm gonna have Hakeem. That's my extra player.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna pick Melo.
Okay.
So,
man.
Yeah. So
okay.
I gotta keep it jiggy. But if I had that one extra, like he got, if I had one extra roster slot, that would go to Dr. J.
The doctor.
In his prime. Yep.
Okay. My starters would be Magic, MJ, Bird, Tim Duncan, and Kareem. Off the bench.
Kareem the Dream.
Shout out Kareem the Dream. Shout out the lefty Vito the Dream. He's the new Dream. Vito is the new Dream. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would be my center. My bench, I got Oscar, Kobe, the mailman, Wilt. My backup small forward, and this may be like people may look at me funny and all that, but this guy really underrated. I'm going big game James Worthy.
Nah, I'm not looking at you funny. That's my fucking man. I fuck with James. He don't get enough credit.
Okay.
You know what I noticed?
His mid range was mean.
Me and Brown's list both ain't had Brown on it. I'm just saying now.
Your list ain't had Brown on it?
I had Brown.
Oh, you did? Okay, then off the bench, I got my bad, Brian. Shout out Brown. On my bench, I got Shaq. I got Penny. And my flex player, my COVID player, would be Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So keep it a C note with us, people. You can put together a dream team. 12-man roster. Any era. In their prime. Not whole career, just in their prime. Who do you have? And you're adding one more player, so it's 13 players. Let us know. Keep it a C note with us. But let me ask y'all this. Fantasy draft. Everybody in it now, right? You got the number 2 pick. Prime Jordan went 1. Who you taking number 2? Keep it a C note with us.
Gotta take Kobe.
Kobe, you saying?
I take Kobe because the shit he bring to the table, not just the game that he bring to the table, what he gonna do to them niggas in the locker room if they ain't playing right.
Right. Okay, who you got, John?
I would have to agree.
Shout out. Hey, this might be
Jordan,
a first time.
Behind Jordan, yeah.
This might be a first time. We might got to take a shot on air. What we drinking tonight, Vito? Let them know what we drinking.
That's a little Patron Estate Real.
Yeah, that's what's up. I would take Kobe too.
Yeah.
I would definitely take Kobe.
But I just seen a little video when Lou Wood was talking about they got blown out in Portland, and Kobe told him, "Yo, from here on out, you motherfuckers pass me the ball he said I touch the ball every time down. I'm gonna let y'all know how it is to play with me."
Okay.
You can't do nothing but respect that.
So, what's your thoughts, people? Every player from every era is in the draft. You got the number 2 pick. Jordan went 1. Who you taking with the number 2 pick? Keep it a C note with us. Shout out to the Golden State Warriors. In the chip again, the lefty, Vito the Dreams man, Steph Curry. That's also my guy too, by the way. Stephen Kerr. 6 out of 8 years they've been to the NBA Finals. Where does he rank amongst your coaches all time? Keep it a C note.
think he's worthy of. I think he's worthy of definitely being in the top 10. Definitely
on the borderline.
But yeah, on the borderline. But see, to me, it's still like an asterisk, almost like how I feel about KD, like him team jumping. That team to me was already like gift wrapped by Mark Jackson. He don't get no credit for that. And shout out to him, bro, for putting that on.
I agree. Because how good is he really? Because
exactly
when Steve Kerr went out, Luke Walton stepped in, and they were winning too. I think this got him a fucking job with Sacramento.
But time out, I don't want everybody to confuse that when you say when Steve Kerr went out. He's running Steve Kerr shit. It's still his shit.
Okay, with that being said, if it's still a system, and let's say it's Steve Kerr's system, first and foremost, he didn't create any system. I'm sure he took something that he learned from somebody else, for one. So,
right.
And for two, if I can run your system just as good as you, that means anybody can run that system there. You can put anybody in that place if it's a good team.
Or so you don't think your system could be that good that anybody can run it?
Nah. I don't think anybody can run Pop's system. I don't think anybody could run the Princeton offense. You see, when the Sixers, was it even the Sixers or the Wizards try to run it one year? That shit ain't work. That shit don't work for everybody.
Yeah, but you talking, what you was about to say, John?
I was about to say, because if I'm like an assistant coach and I'm behind Pop for like a couple years, that system I'm getting.
Name how many coaches that came from behind Pop that was the man in the league.
I don't know any.
We just had the ball with the process.
Who?
Brown.
Brett Brown.
Come on,
He's
man.
not no good coach.
He's not, but he come from under Popovich.
Exactly my point. He come from under a nigga with a system that is the shit, and he ain't nothing.
Right. So what I'm saying is,
they make those certain players make that system.
Yes,
that's true too.
Yes. Like I'm always on record for saying Popovich is only as good as Tim Duncan.
And you can say that same thing about Duncan.
No, because Popovich was there first. And he didn't win till he got Duncan.
All right, but you don't know if Tim Duncan wins without Popovich either, though.
My nigga,
you don't know that.
Tim Duncan is arguably, regardless of the bias in the room right now for Barkley, he's arguably the greatest power forward of all time. He's going to get rings, bro. Stop it.
I don't give a fuck how great you are. If it's a team sport. If you got 4 lanes, you ain't gonna win a motherfucking thing.
Okay, well, maybe y'all want to call me a Oouuber, because this is what I'm gonna say. Steve Kerr, especially going to the finals with this team, he's in my top 5.
The same team that already went to the finals. Basically.
It's not the same team.
It's the same core.
No, it's
the same core.
The same
Dre,
team.
Steph, and Clay. It's the same core.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No, it doesn't.
You put him in your top 5.
I'm bumping Jerry Sloan. Jerry Sloan is no longer in my top 5. I had Chuck Daly at 4. Chuck Daly is going to 5. Stephen Kerr is going straight to number 4 on my list.
Right, hold on. Before you continue, let me ask you this question: is Doc Rivers a good coach?
To me, Doc Rivers is overrated.
Is Avery Johnson a good coach? Well, I'm gonna take Avery Johnson out because he never won a ring. So you're saying Doc Rivers is overrated? Doc Rivers also got a ring. Yes. You know why he got a ring? Courtesy of a good team. He jumped to happen.
Yes, that's the only reason.
That's the only reason why Steve Kerr got a fucking ring.
No, he doesn't. Mark Jackson had that same team.
Young, same team.
He had that
young, same team.
I would just ask you.
Let me ask you. No. Let me ask you a question. So if Steve Kerr would have had that young team, would it have been any different than Mark Jackson having that young team?
Yes, because they play defense. They play defense.
Who plays defense?
That team
plays defense? No. They wound up getting some defensive players.
Nigga, this year they just had Andrew Wiggins looking like Scottie Pippen or somebody.
Andrew Wiggins wasn't even a fucking league when Mark Jackson was coaching them.
Nigga, what I'm saying is Andrew Wiggins been in the league since how long? For years now. For years. They just made Andrew Wiggins look like niggas was saying he should have won MVP for what he did to Luka, like slowing Luka.
But we don't know if Andrew Wiggins played any D before because we never seen him play until now because he's on a team that's always on fucking TV.
My nigga, regardless if he's on TV or not, if he's a defender, you're gonna know he's a defender because they're gonna talk about him. Steve Kerr put them boys. Listen, I'm gonna save that because Yeah, so I'm gonna save my next comment because I'm about to go all in, but I don't like when people say
Steve
that
Kerr ain't been to the playoffs 20 straight years, dog. Come on, man. They just missed the playoffs last year. I mean, what was
I
it the
can
year before?
respect it.
yeah, and they
Jerry Sloan been with the playoffs 20 straight years.
yeah, I can respect that, and shout out Jerry Sloan. He
In-
also
in
has
the-
a losing record,
In the
losing
era
percentage.
of when we say it's the best era of basketball, he got losing percentage what in the playoffs?
Yes.
I'm saying, what the fuck? Everybody can't win the championship.
He was so a lot of them. What that means is a lot of them years he was fillers.
How? He was in the West on the stronger conference, and he was in the playoffs.
It
20
doesn't
straight
matter.
years.
What I'm saying is he's a filler. Like for instance, what I mean by a filler is teams that did one and done. You know what I mean, or wasn't supposed to make it that year and all that. So a lot of them years he was fillers. The years where they just went to the chip, they you know what I mean. That's when they got his percentage a little bit better. But he did a lot of losing in the playoffs. But that's still my guy, though. Shout out Jerry Sloan, R.I.P. Jerry Sloan. Okay, let me ask you this. No cap, or call him a Uber. Steph Curry has passed Kevin Durant as an overall player. Is that no cap, or call him a Uber?
I say
Keep it a
that's
C-note.
no cap for the time being.
What does that even mean?
Because like right now, up until this point, I think it is going to be Curry. Does KD still have a chance to I don't know, because to me KD is like right behind him. Steph Curry ain't that far ahead of him,
Right.
in my eyes. But I give it to Steph Curry though.
What was the question?
Has Steph Curry passed KD as an overall player? Keep it a C-note.
Well,
nah. As far as is he better than Durant? No.
Yes,
No,
overall.
he's not better than Durant. He's my favorite player currently, but as far as what they bring to the table, Steph brings a lot to the table. But as far as like a one-on-one individual player,
so if you had you started
Durant
out
the
a
best player.
franchise,
I'm taking Curry.
You just
taking
I'm
Curry,
about to
right?
say.
Okay.
You
But
just said
that's
Curry.
my preference. That doesn't mean he's better than Durant.
Okay.
I would want to build my franchise around Steph Curry.
Me too.
Me personally, I say no cap. Me personally, I say no cap. Steph won a ring before KD. He just got to the finals again after KD. KD has done nothing. So as of right now, the way that I look at it, realistically, and we gonna keep it a C-note, Steph Curry won Kevin Durant them rings. Okay. Kevin Durant may have been the best scorer
so who the
on
best
that.
player in the league right now then?
Giannis. I'm going Giannis still.
You sure?
Yes.
Because I felt like you were slighting Giannis, saying that he wasn't really that ball in the playoffs. It was Chris Middleton.
No. What I'm saying is don't slight Chris Middleton.
Oh, okay.
Don't slight him.
Because if Chris Middleton was healthy, this playoffs would have been totally different.
Yeah. Maybe.
My thing is Kevin Durant, because he's so tall and you never really seen the stuff he does, shoot, handle, and all of that. Like, I think it's like we're giving him an extra boost because of that. What I'm saying is Steph Curry has been to the finals as the man. He's been to the finals as a sidekick. And he's back to the finals again as a man, as the man.
That don't mean as a one-on-one player.
We're not talking. I said overall player, not one-on-one. The dream, not one-on-one. I said overall player. And to me, because Steph Curry can fall back and be the number 2 option, Durant can't go on the team and be the number 2 option. That's why I say as an overall player, Steph Curry has passed him. He's passed him. So what's your thoughts, people? Let us know. Steph Curry has passed KD as an overall player.
But while we
I'm gonna go ahead and I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna agree.
Hey,
shout out to Steph.
Even though you got the hat on and all that.
But while we talking about KD though, what do you think about the state of the Brooklyn Nets right now? Though, how do you feel about them going on now?
They in trouble.
I feel like they cool.
They not cool because they not offering Kyrie a max deal.
So they don't need Kyrie. I feel like Kyrie is in the way.
KD don't want to be there without
That's
Kyrie.
what I'm saying. I feel like he's in the way.
So then you
Kyrie's
left
in the
there
way.
with Ben Simmons.
Why is Kyrie in the way?
Because Kyrie and Durant gonna clash. Kyrie
No.
has Kyrie. I'm giving you a prime example. The year Boston Celtics, or when young Jason Tatum, they was the shit. The year
Right.
Kyrie went down.
Right.
As soon as Kyrie come back, they don't be right because Kyrie got tunnel vision when he got the ball. Don't get me wrong, he one of the best to ever do it. But I feel like Kyrie needs a team to surround him.
He needs a coach
He needs to be
that can actually handle the Brooklyn Nets. Steve Nash is not the answer.
It ain't got nothing to do with the coach.
No, it does.
No,
No, just like we was talking about before with Popovich, and you having these effective players that can run these effective plays, but you don't have no effective plays.
It's a difference between football and basketball. In football, you also need a coach. In basketball, if you got talent,
we talking about Jerry Sloan and
Time out. Even if you got talent, if you a coach that's not gonna check your stars, you gonna let them do whatever. Then you're not a
I don't give a fuck about none of that. If your team is good, y'all gonna fucking win. The coach
no, it's not.
Man. Yes, it is.
If Brooklyn Nets want to go somewhere, they gotta do something.
If your coach can't come to the star player and say,
said Doc Rivers was overrated. He won a ring, right?
Yes, because Doc Rivers didn't do nothing. What I'm saying is Mike didn't win until Phil said, trust you got to pass the fucking ball to your teammates. A real coach is going to do that. Not every coach would have said that to MJ.
Okay,
Doug Collins didn't
how many
say
coaches
that
say,
to
yo,
MJ.
you got to pass the ball to their best player and they still don't win shit?
What I'm saying
if you got
is,
talent, you can win.
Time out. What I'm saying is, as a coach, if you're going to let your players run the show, and if you just there on the sideline like a lot of these coaches today.
That's what I used to think of Eric Spoelstra. Wayne Wade and Brown.
Nigga, all these most of these coaches today is like that.
But I don't feel
right?
as much like that anymore.
Did Miami win, right?
Because they had the talent.
Exactly my point.
Yes,
but right now, I
it's a
think
lot
Eric
of teams
Spoelstra
that have talent don't win.
Now he is.
Yes.
It's a lot of teams that have talent. Talent don't always win, though. It ain't
That's
like
true.
the most talented.
But what I'm saying is,
win.
when you got talent, the coach is just, you can have pretty much anybody when you got a real good team.
That's a fact. Okay, so, no cat. Call him a Uber. Draymond Green is the most overrated role player ever.
Yo, I've been saying this for years.
Is that no cat? Well, call him a Uber.
I've been saying this for years. Think about the year that Steph and Clay went out. You would think, since the two main pieces go out, his numbers would go up. His numbers went down.
I never met a man that had less control of his fucking bodily limbs. Pause.
Embiid.
Embiid clumsy. He falls a lot. But he has more control of his fucking hands and his fucking legs than fucking Draymond.
But I will give Draymond the credit he deserves as far as on the defensive end. He probably not the best defensive player. But hold on, no, you're not listening. As far as sticking somebody. I'm talking about as far as putting the other players in the right position. If you watch the games, he'd take them youngins and like, yo, you gotta be here. I give him his credit.
I get. All right.
Nigga, any old head would do that.
No, they don't.
Draymond is a.
But that don't mean they gonna put you in the right position.
Draymond, that's no.
Udonis Haslem can do that.
No.
From the bench.
Draymond Green is the most overhyped motherfucker I've ever seen. He's a stone cold bum, NBA term. Like anybody can do what he do. Anybody can say, "Yo, Steph, run off a curl and come the fuck on."
Not
man.
If you don't know.
Look at his numbers.
Fuck the numbers. It's about knowing the system that you playing in. What I'm saying is, Andrew Wiggins, for instance, if he's drafted by Golden State with Stephen Kerr, they're still doing the same. Andrew Wiggins is doing the same shit right now that Draymond would do. I'm saying if he... I don't think so. I don't believe that.
Bro, come on, man. That nigga...
Andrew Wiggins is soft as a motherfucker.
That is true, but what I'm saying is Draymond don't do shit. He
play his role.
Bro, no. Anybody can... You can play that role.
That closeout game, Draymond Green played a good fucking game.
He's overhyped.
He is.
Listen.
He's not as good as they give him the credit for.
Even the trash can get his steak every once and again. Ain't that what they say?
Shout out to the trash can.
Man, cut it the fuck out, man.
Listen, I'm in agreement with you as far as him being overrated.
Again?
That's another shot,
Okay.
y'all. Though. So, what's your thoughts, people? No cat, call him a Uber. Draymond Green is the most overrated role player ever. Let us know. The Lakers, LeBron James, and them, they hired Darvin Ham since we talking about coaches. How you feel about that? Keep it a C note.
I mean, I think he could be no worse than fucking Frank Vogel, but I mean, it's just funny that LeBron played against him. He was a young boy.
Yeah. I have no
He played
feeling about it
against him.
because at the end of the day, whatever team LeBron is on at this point is pretty
Shout
much
out to the brother.
LeBron the coach.
I hope he
I
does
would-
good.
Listen,
I
I was about to say that. I was about to say I'm gonna hold brother X down and say shout out to Darvin Ham for the brother getting a job.
Mm-hmm.
But like we just said, he's a nigga that LeBron and torts as a young boy when he was in the league. He's one of them filler roster spot bump.
LeBron is the coach.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. That may be an even better move if LeBron is not with the Lakers, but if LeBron is still there, he's the coach, so it really don't matter. You know what I mean? Let's talk about let's do a pick one, clip one, because there's a lot going on with the Sixers. We was just talking about Embiid right now. A couple weeks ago we had a lot of feedback. So pick one, clip one. If you can add somebody to the Sixers, would you add Bradley Beal or Donovan Mitchell? Pick one, clip one. Who you got?
I'm taking Donovan Mitchell.
Who you got, Vito?
For the Sixers team currently
Yes.
constructed, I'm gonna put Bill there
Okay.
because I feel like Mitchell is more of a one-on-one player than Bill. Bill, if to play for the Sixers, you're gonna have to be off the ball a lot, catch and shoot. And I feel like Bill is better at that than Donovan Mitchell, even though I like Donovan Mitchell.
You know what? I might have to change my. I was thinking on the fly. They both incredible players. I do think Donovan Mitchell is a better player, but I do think in the Sixers role that Bill would be a better fit.
I mean, but listen, I'm gonna ask y'all again, same question, but taking the fact that you're probably gonna have to get rid of somebody to get one of these two guys, probably a hard. So pick one, clip one. Are y'all still taking
That's why I asked
Bill?
you currently constructed.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
saying,
but what I'm saying is you're gonna have to get rid of somebody.
I'm gonna be honest. If I lost Maxey or somebody like that, I'm
But
taking.
we're
I'm
talking
taking
about.
Mitchell. But if I lost Harden, I'm taking Bill.
Because, like I said, Bill is a better catch and shoot off the ball type of player.
Listen,
Mitchell more one-on-one.
I'm gonna keep it a C note.
You taking Donovan Mitchell?
I'm taking. Shout out my guy Jew. Shout out Jew, because Jew hit us up and said we should take Donovan and get him. I would take Donovan Mitchell just on the strength that has Donovan Mitchell missed the playoffs since he came into the league?
I remember
Bradley Beal
ain't.
Come on, man. Bradley Beal's a loser.
Bradley Beal played for a bum-ass team, though. Come on, man.
Listen.
What about OKC?
And Bradley Beal took that team to the playoffs.
Westbrook. What about
Westbrook was there. Yeah, exactly my point. When he finally got some talent, they made the playoffs.
Nigga, he had John Wall before Russell Westbrook.
Come on, man. John Wall has never played 80 games in his life, man.
Okay, well,
but my point is, Mitchell has the luxury of playing with good fucking talent. Come on, man. Don't do that to Bill.
Mitchell got more. Listen.
No.
But what I'm saying is, when it come down to it and you need a nigga that's going to attack,
Mitchell.
Listen, time out. When it get crucial, if Bill not hitting that, and I'm not saying he can't, but if Bill not hitting that jumper, he not going to keep attacking and going to the rim and trying to dunk on niggas like Donovan Mitchell, man.
So,
come on, man.
But if you take away the offensive part, they both missing. Who do you think has more to offer?
Donovan, to me. I think Donovan play better defense.
I don't know about all that.
Who you got? So you saying Bill or you just don't know?
I don't know if you recall a couple episodes ago. Well, it was a lot, but when I was saying two of my favorite young players is Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum, I fuck with Donovan Mitchell, but I would take him right now over Bill. But for my team, but for the Sixers with Embiid out there,
if I had a fantasy draft right now, if I had the choose between them, I'm taking Donovan Mitchell. But with the scheme of how the Sixers are, I don't know.
I think Bill fit better.
Pick one, clip one, people. Let us know. The Sixers right now, you know their contract situation, so they either got to give up Hart and Tobias. Who would you add? Donovan Mitchell? Or would you add Bradley Beal? Pick one, clip one, keep it a C note. Next one. I know everybody seen Embiid and Jimmy Butler was all lovey-dovey during the Eastern Conference Finals. Pat Riley is a genius. I told Cousin Reek that, so don't be surprised if Embiid end up down South Beach. But let's do the flip of that. If you didn't have Embiid right now and you got to make a trade because Donovan still got his stuff going on in Utah, pick one, clip one. Would you rather have Bam Adebayo for Embiid or Rudy Gobert? Keep it a C note. Pick one, clip one.
For the Sixers.
For the Sixers, with this team, you're getting
Hart
rid of
and all them?
Yes.
I'm taking Bam.
I'm taking Bam. Because Bam could push the rock from coast to coast.
Listen,
taking Rudy?
after I seen Bam Adebayo in the playoffs, when the game is on the line and them tall centers, he's not a factor. I'm taking Rudy Gobert.
When the game is on the line, Rudy Gobert ain't no factor on offense either.
Nigga, that nigga is gonna. It doesn't matter about on offense. What I'm saying is,
But
Bam
you just said when he play against the tall centers, he's no factor. So that means it's offensive game.
Yes, but what I mean is he's like the rest of these new guys. Once the offense is not going, his whole game is out of whack. It's not like I'll still give you 17 rebounds, 15 rebounds. I'll still give you 4 blocks, 3 steals. If Bam Adebayo can't get out on you on offense, he's not a factor in the game at all.
Bam get plenty rebounds.
Did you see the playoffs?
Yes, I seen games when Bam was getting busy.
But his biggest games was when the big man was out.
Yeah, his biggest games this year in the playoffs is when Embiid was out, when the kid Robert Williams was out from Boston. But when them niggas was...
Okay, that's cool. You talking about big games as far as what, his points? Because Rudy Bear, he's
going
to give you more points than Rudy gets you.
You're not listening.
Just as many rebounds.
The dream. You're the dream.
I asked you specifically.
No, what I already said is Rudy Gobert, no matter what, is going to give you defense. If Adebayo offense not there, he's going to disappear totally.
But how often is his offense not going to be there? Because there's not that many good centers.
When it counts.
When does it count? Who? When does it count? In the
playoffs?
How many good centers in the playoffs?
Huh?
One in the East.
So what does that mean?
Embiid? That means he's going to get out on every one of them.
What I'm saying is, you take a healthy Rudy Gobert when Embiid was out them games. You take I don't care how bad the Sixers, they don't beat them, bro.
Yeah, because they got other dudes. You subtract Donovan Mitchell, them niggas ain't even in the playoffs.
Got going on.
Last one, pick one, clip one right now. If you had to take Zach LaVine, CJ McCollum, who you got? Pick one, clip one. Keep it a C note.
Zach LaVine.
Okay, who you got?
You saying just in general?
Pick one, and for your
for my team, I would take CJ, but I think Zach's a better player.
I'm clipping Zach. I'm taking CJ.
For the Knicks, I'm taking CJ because he get busy. He 1-on-1. That's what the Knicks need.
Nah, not on this one. We not. But Vito, you and John both sent stuff from your guy. Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas. Shout out Gilbert Arenas. It seemed like Gilbert Arenas be hating on the old heads.
It's only hate when it's not true.
Okay, so listen. We've seen Gilbert Arenas say a lot of stuff debunking when most of us say, all of us say right here about 90s basketball. He debunks all that. They were too small. They wasn't that good. They never played against guys that could go right and left. He said a lot of stuff. Keep it a C note. Like, what's your thoughts? Is he hating on the old heads? Does he have facts? Tell us.
I think that's a big disrespect of what he was saying.
Why?
Because
as far as what? What did he say that was disrespect?
I just think it's clout that he's putting his era above.
No, he never said his era was better than that era.
No, but he was putting down like the old era, like we was like just fundamentally like robots, like right, left, like I don't know, like we
Yeah,
had
he
no
make
talent.
it seem. He do make it seem like that.
Yeah,
though.
like I don't
He
know.
do.
I know basketball
He do.
always evolve, but there's still some players, and there were good players, I think, in all generations that can still play in almost in every era. And for him to say that, I don't know.
I feel like now the newer generation is
He knew
more
who to say that in
athletic,
front of.
but the older generation is more fundamentally sound.
But he's not saying that. He's saying basically today they're just way better in everything, and we're stuck in our way.
But
and you're not getting that part.
They're not.
Coming from a guy that
You're
didn't
not
play
getting
defense.
it. You're not seeing that
And
part.
it's coming from a guy that admitted that he didn't play defense.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like Gilbert Arenas got a lot of shit with him, right?
That's why I fuck with him.
Okay.
Now,
Now let me ask you this, right? Because shout out Gilbert Arenas. I want to ask Gilbert, Agent Zero himself. He said back in the 90s, he said power forwards was 6'4" to 6'8", right? And I'm like, okay, today in today's NBA, they play small ball. That's a rent. Pause. That's the same size as the power forwards today, right?
Yeah.
About 6'9". All right. In that era with big men, when we still had 7-footers playing a game, Rodman averaged 18 rebounds a game. Why in today's era, Agent Zero and y'all up here, why in today's era nobody can average 18 rebounds a game if they're playing small ball and they're so much more talented and they're so much more athletic and this and that? Why? Why haven't we seen it?
I don't know, but he's talking about Rodman sticking somebody when he said Rodman was too small.
What I'm saying is, period.
Rodman definitely would average them numbers are better.
What I'm saying is, if pause in advance, pause. If Rodman was big enough, pause again, right, to average 18 rebounds, how can he stick somebody today?
It's different.
And these
rebounds and defense is not the same fucking thing. For one, and for two, it takes a rare individual to dedicate themselves to strictly rebounding the ball.
But listen, because even J.J. Redick, he say that guys like Bob Cousy was playing against mechanics and shit like that.
Shout out to JJ for that.
But J.J. Redick wouldn't do nothing in none of them eras, first of all. Time out. And if it was like that, why nobody averaging Wilt numbers or Bill Russell numbers?
Because Wilt didn't play against the type of
But
talent.
Rodman did.
Yeah, Rodman
so
averaged a lot of rebounds.
So why did Rodman average? But I'm just talking rebounds because we're talking about he's playing against mechanics and shit like that.
What you're saying has nothing to do with what he said. You're talking about the rebounds Rodman had. Rodman's going to average them rebounds.
But I'm just saying, period. In that era,
he said Rodman was 6'8", 200 pounds. He was too small to stop it. He couldn't stop nobody in that area. What he tried to do is play mind games and get in your head, get you frustrated. But he couldn't fucking really stop nobody.
So wait, you don't think Rodman can stop nobody in today's like a Zion or nobody like that?
He could stop a lot of guys, but not the elite guys.
Time out.
I'm about to
not the elite guys.
Time out. Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask everybody a question, right? Because I tweeted y'all. I mean, I sent y'all messages multiple times, right? Let's just go back. Let's take Draymond out of the Warriors. Let's put Dennis Rodman into the Warriors. You mean to tell me Dennis Rodman against the Dallas Mavericks, they would have put Jalen Brunson on him and he wouldn't average 16 rebounds? Draymond was just had, how many rebounds did Draymond average in the Western Conference?
I don't know.
Because he had Jalen Brunson on him and he probably averaged about...
Hold on. That's not first of all, he had Jalen Brunson sticking him when he had the ball. That ain't got nothing to do with him rebounding the ball.
If I'm guarding you, I'm boxing you out, right?
Yeah, but on the defensive, 9 times out of 10, you gonna get most rebounds on the defense. And Jalen Brunson is not. Jalen Brunson most likely got the ball, so it don't got nothing to do with Draymond Green getting a rebound.
But what
and Draymond Green ain't fucking rebounder like Dennis Rodman.
I would agree with that, right? But here's the thing: I would agree with that if Dennis Rodman averaged 1 offensive rebound a game. But he averaged about 4 fucking 5.
It takes a rare individual to dedicate themselves. Everybody, even think about it. Think you got motherfuckers like Shaq, the Dream. You got niggas that's 7 foot plus 300 pounds that don't get them type of rebounds.
So it goes back to my point, John. Let me ask you this: I don't give a fuck who the power forward was back in the 90s. Can you put a 6'1" Jalen Brunson on a fucking power forward back in the day and they don't get out on him? On all factors. I don't care.
Dennis Rodman's not getting out on nobody.
Time out.
He
What up?
would've got
What time out?
off on
I'm
Jalen
glad
Brunson.
you
On
said
Jalen
that.
Brunson?
Time out.
When you say
Time
get
out.
out on him, what do you mean?
Time out.
Scoring?
Time out.
Because he's not scoring on
Rebound.
nobody.
Time out. Dennis Rodman would get out on him on rebounding, but
Yeah.
Gilbert Arenas said Anthony Mason. Anthony Mason would have fucking torched Jalen Brunson.
Absolutely.
Come on,
He
man.
would have torched Jalen
What
Brunson.
the fuck?
But
Agent
hold on.
Zero.
For the record.
For the record.
Hold on. Anthony Mason looked to score. Draymond Green don't look to score.
I don't give a fuck
That's
what
the
you're
difference.
talking
That's
about.
the difference.
No, it's no
He
different.
It is.
But he
And-
does score in the rhythm of the game, though.
In
What-
the rhythm, you
Yeah.
heard what he said in the pregame when Charles Barkley asked him why you shooting in the pregame and you don't shoot in the game. He said, "I shoot when I need to." He's not looking to score.
Man, fuck.
Mason
A
was looking to
bum
score.
would say that.
Yeah, Mason.
A bum nigga
Mason
would.
is looking to score.
What I'm saying, I don't give a
if
fuck.
If he ain't getting out on the rebound,
You're not
He's
looking.
not scoring.
Time out,
like
time
that.
out.
Like what?
Time out, John, because he don't listen. That's why we call him the Dream now. What I'm saying is he don't gotta be a scorer. Why he's not averaging 12 rebounds with Jalen Brunson?
You keep
That's
saying,
a fucking.
hold on, excuse me. First and foremost,
Time out.
Hold on, relax.
Before you answer,
No, I'm not.
let me throw one more thing
Go
in.
ahead, come bring it.
Before you answer, Golden State is a 3-point shooting team, right? A lot of offensive rebounds is around, right?
Mhm.
So, again, how doesn't he average 12, 13 rebounds with Jalen Brunson sticking it?
For the record, Jalen Brunson did not stick him every
Yes,
play.
he
No,
did.
he did not.
Oh, call him
That was
up.
not
Ooh.
his fucking
I was
assignment.
texting y'all.
Yeah, of course. And you also text me
Right.
how Steph had a
Right.
donut in a certain quarter and he wound up with 30-something points.
Right.
And you ain't say nothing
And
else
why?
about that.
Because
Why?
they changed up their scheme.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know why?
Thank
He
you.
texted. He said, "Yeah, they."
You know why
I
they
don't know
changed
what-
up their scheme?
I don't know what Jason Kidd
'Cause they
was
could
thinking
not
that
do
game.
nothing.
Listen,
Because
they went from trapping Steph Curry every play and switching, getting Steph Curry on Luka Doncic every play, and they went up by however many they went up.
Yeah.
And I was texting you, Steph wasn't doing shit, and all of a sudden they went totally away. They stopped trapping Steph.
You know you can't. It's hard to trap the whole fucking game. You know how
They
tired you're gonna be.
they didn't even try. They
don't
stopped
do that.
going at Steph. He started going at Kevin Looney. I'm like, why? Why? You got already 20-something points against Curry and Klay Thompson. Why are you
the
trying to?
same reason why everybody do other dumb shit.
no,
You can't
that-
stop. The same reason why Shaq
game
ain't get the
didn't
ball
make
every
sense.
time
down.
I think
Come
Jay
on, man.
Kidd got like a call from upstairs, like, "Yo, y'all gotta change up the scheme because they had Steph Curry." And
Okay.
they just changed
I
up
give
the
prime
game
example.
plan.
The same reason why
They start
Shaq ain't get the
double
ball every time down. They do
You
dumb
keep
shit.
talking about this Shaq getting.
Because he's the most dominant player, he couldn't be stopped, and he didn't get the ball every fucking time. So how can you complain about
Can we
them
call
switching
a
up
Dream
Luka?
Oouuber?
Come on,
please?
man. How can you call?
Can we
complain
call him a
about
Oouuber?
them switching up the scheme because
What
Luka
else-
was
what
getting
else-
busy?
what else we
All right,
got?
so what's your thoughts, people? Is Gilbert Arenas? Oh, I wanted to say one more thing about Gilbert Arenas because he was talking about getting out on Stockton his second year. Nigga, your second year in the NBA
Stockton
was
was
Stockton's
old as shit.
17th year. Come on, man.
I don't recall him saying he got out on Stockton.
He did say that. He said
Yeah.
his second year
Yeah.
he was getting out on. He said the first year I was scared of Stockton.
No, he said I was scared. Period. He didn't specifically say I was scared of Stockton.
He said I was scared of Stockton and guys like that. He said Stockton or guys like that, something like that. And then he said the second year he wasn't. He started going at him. You better put a two.
He definitely said that, but he didn't specifically say I was scared of Stockton. Come on, man, Stockton.
No, he's not scared of him. Scared to go at him. Scared to go at him. That's what he said. So I don't know. Like, what's your thoughts, people? Is Gilbert hating on the old heads? But John, I didn't concur and take a shot with you. With my whole thing is I had to go back and re-listen to the interview you sent, Vito, because after he said when I came into the league, it was all about scoring. We didn't play no defense. I turned that shit off. Because I was like, I told
And
Vito
listen,
that.
and it was funny
I
you
said,
say
I've
that.
been telling Vito
When
that.
you responded, I knew you didn't watch the whole video because it was longer than because you responded too fast. That's how I know.
But I keep it a C-note.
But you're not keeping C-note because you only know half the battle. You didn't listen to the whole.
I cut this shit off.
Come on, man.
So I think he over exaggerates, just like that. No, just like that Green Hill shit.
But listen,
Grant Hill was gassing them niggas. What you talking about?
But listen,
one game.
Time out.
Wait.
Shout out Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas. Shout out Vito the Dream and everybody else. In 9 games against Michael Jordan and them Bulls teams, Grant Hill averaged 19 points. That's it. That's average numbers. What I'm saying is that's not superstars.
That's not average. Excuse me. That's not average numbers against Mike and Scotty. Everybody not getting 19 points.
That's average numbers. What I'm saying is
that's hold on.
If you go through
hold on. Relax. You talking about he averaged 19 points, right? So that doesn't mean he was only scoring 19 points every game. It's games he had good games. It's just some games he had.
We're talking about. He talked about against Mike and them. He said prototype A couldn't shoot, which was false because Grant Hill could hit a mid-range shot. Timeout. Not only could he hit a mid-range shot, but Grant Hill will put you in the post, and he had post.
But think about what you just said. If you saying he could hit a mid-range shot, that means he couldn't shoot. He could hit one.
He could.
No,
meaning
he
it's a difference between he could and he can't at all. That's
but he ain't.
That's my whole thing.
They couldn't check Grant Hill. Come on, Scotty couldn't check
19. But listen, even with that though, when you look at it, a lot of his games, even though he got out on them in '96 when Mike came back, a lot of his best games was '98 when Scotty was hurt. And MJ was.
They not checking, man.
He dropped 60 on Cole.
Too. Mike Gilbert. Yeah.
He dropped
60. That's cool, but in this NBA, and to clear it out. But before I say that, I got an OG from down my way. He coached youth basketball since the '90s and all that. He didn't want to be mentioned, but he did say. He said in today's NBA, a lot of people say that the players are more talented. He said in today's NBA, it's easier for players to get off on one-on. He didn't time out. Call me an Uber. Yeah, call me an Uber because it wasn't in today's NBA. He said in today's basketball. He said kids that are the man can score in one-on-one basketball. But he said if you implement an offense like back in the 90s, these kids can score and average 30 and 40 points just off of running an offense. He said one thing is that they can't do it, and he said the second thing is they have so much going on that a lot of these kids can't even remember plays.
Well, maybe he got to look at himself as far as his coaching ability, because at the end of the day, when you first start off, 9 times out of 10, you're a one-on-one player because that's all you're working on is your one-on-one ability. Then you learn how to be a team player once a coach comes into the play. So if he feel like these dudes are only good one-on-one, you got to, put them in the best position to shine in a one-on-one at the end of the day.
What's your thoughts, John?
That I just think AAU sometimes and spreading the ball around and that type of basketball in today's era, where I don't know, like when I watch some of these high school teams, it's not many stars. Or like I was watching Imhotep.
Okay.
Imhotep, they have a couple D1 players that are about to go out, but to me, they actually played team ball. So I don't know. And they was able to still get off. And I think
but I mean, people confuse team ball. Meaning if you set the no. If you set the pick, I'm ISO and you set the pick and I get to the lane and they collapse on me and I kick it out to Vito. That's considered now team ball. But what I'm saying is finding a way for Vito, our best player on the team, to score is something totally different to me than that. And I think people confuse that. I don't know how you feel, Vito.
I feel like if I'm the best player, team ball is. If I'm not kidding, no, we got to find another way to win. If the best player ain't getting them.
Right, but what I'm saying is, in today's game, basically what he was saying is, in today's game, the best players are getting off by ISO ball. He's saying if you put the best players into offenses like in the 90s, like Jordan and give you 50 running the triangle offense. No ISO, no pick and roll, no clear it out, none of that. So what I'm saying is he right about that? If you put these guys, because I think there's exceptions. Like I think, like I said, because I just bigged up Steph. I think Steph is one of them guys you can put into a set offense.
There are exceptions, but I think that
Can you put KD in the triangle offense and he still be the man?
Yeah.
And make everybody better too.
I don't know about making everybody better, but he can still be the man.
The man being what? Scoring?
Yeah.
Call him Oouuber.
How?
The
What do you
dream.
think
because
about?
I said
You said be the man. Think about if you name the top 10 players of all time, most of them you're known for getting buckets, not defense. You maybe have two or three that go both ways. Jordan, Kareem, maybe
Kobe.
the Dream,
Kobe.
That's four. That's four. Bird didn't go both ways. Matt didn't go both ways.
Who was getting out on Magic?
We not talking about who was getting out on him. Maybe he
That
was sticking.
did-
Oh, excuse me. Magic is not known for defense. Just because nobody get out on you, might be playing against a lower level offensive guard. That don't mean you're a defensive player.
I guess so. If that's how you want to rock it, like
Come on, man. We all know Magic ain't known for defense. Stop it.
what is
Bird
he
ain't known
known
for. Bird ain't known for. Just like you just said. When I said go both ways, what did you say?
Who was getting out
Excuse
on
me.
Bird?
What did I say? When you known for both ways, you said Kobe, Jordan. You didn't name Magic and Bird because they're not known for defense. They're known for offense.
I just named two people.
Who? You named Magic. I mean, you named Kobe and Jordan.
I say I just named two people.
Exactly. Why Bird or Magic didn't come to your brain?
I didn't get into Kareem and all them guys, man. Come on.
Them niggas, come on. Don't act like Bird was known for defense, man. Stop it.
All right, listen. We had a lot of stuff going on NFL off season, right? Right now, I want to know AFC top 5 quarterbacks right now.
I could give you the top 5, but they're not going to be in order.
You need to give it to us in order. Come on, man. Call him Oouuber. Who you got, Vito?
All right, let me.
No.
Go ahead,
just
John.
to say that I'm not backing off of anybody.
You want me to set it off?
No. At my number 1 in the AFC, I'm gonna have Pat Mahomes.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna have Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. Yep.
Joe Burrow at 3, Lamar Jackson at 4, and who's
Wait.
your 5?
I put Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna put Lamar Jackson before Joe Burrow.
Look, Lamar at 3, Joe Burrow at 4. Who's your 5?
I had Josh Allen, Russell Wilson,
Oh,
Lamar
you didn't
Jackson.
say Josh Allen. Yeah, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, he got to be like my 3 or 4 though.
Oh, call him a Uber.
Yeah,
get your list together. Who you got, Vito?
I'm gonna go Burrow at 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Watson. Even though Watson hasn't played, but fuck all that. He's still better than a lot of them do. I'm gonna go Watson at 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Josh Allen at 3. I'm gonna go Russ at 2, and I'm gonna go Pat at 1.
Okay.
All right. Wait, hold up. I got it. And all I got to do is just switch this guy around. So my number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Josh Allen. Number 3, Russell Wilson. Number 4, Lamar Jackson. Number 5, Joe Burrow. That's mine.
Okay. I got Deshaun Watson at 5, just because he didn't play a year. I got Burrow at 4, because he was a ball. I got Josh Allen at 3. I got Russell Wilson at 2. And I got Patty Mahomes at 1. Keep it a C-note with us, people. Let us know your top 5 quarterbacks right now in the AFC. Let's go NFC. Who y'all got?
No, I got this one in order.
You got it?
Yeah, and I think it might
Let's
piss
go.
you off.
Hold on. Let me pass me that. Pass me that before you piss me off.
There you go.
Who you got?
My number 1, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
Number 2, Kyler Murray.
Okay.
Number 3, Matt Stafford.
Okay.
Number 4. Like, it's a toss-up. I was gonna put Jalen Hurts, but I'm gonna put Tom Brady.
You was gonna put all them
No, you wasn't.
I'm an Eagles fan.
Oouuber.
Yeah, so that's my 5.
What is it?
That was 5.
No. Yeah, I got I got Aaron Rodgers, Kyler Murray, Matthew Stafford, Jalen Hurts, Brady.
Okay. Who you got, Vito?
Hold on. Let me.
Oouuber.
My number 5 is Jimmy G. All bias. Jimmy Garoppolo.
That must be all bias. You got a number 1.
I got number 5.
5. Who
number 5?
Yeah. My number 4, Dak Prescott.
List.
My number 3, I know y'all gonna hate on this, Kirk Cousins. My number 2, Tom Brady. My number 1, Aaron Rodgers.
Call a dream Oouuber, please.
Let's
call him a Uber.
Kirk Cousins gets busy every year.
Call him a Uber.
Kirk Cousins gets busy every year.
All right, Brown, who you got, bro?
Hold on. How you calling him an Uber? This man just said Jalen Hurts, and you ain't calling him an Uber.
No, call both of
y'all.
All right. Uber.
As long as we ain't there together.
I ain't put Jalen Hurts at number 5 though.
I don't give a fuck where you put him. He shouldn't be number 10.
Patron is state release? Huh? Yeah. Shout out to y'all. These niggas need a fucking Uber.
All right. Who's yours?
At 5, I got Dak. Okay. At 4, I got Collar. At 3, I got Aaron. At 2, I got Brady. Come on, man. Come on, man.
You getting in the trunk of this Uber.
Nah, you know who number 1.
Matter of fact, let me rephrase that. Fuck a Uber. We gonna get this man a token.
You gonna say Matthew Stafford?
The number 1 quarterback in the NFC right now is Matthew Stafford, man.
All right, this is one.
Knock it off.
This is one question I need to ask.
Wait, what question?
Are you putting him number 1 because he won the Super Bowl?
I'm putting him number 1 because he has everything.
Okay.
Everything.
All right.
I'm glad you said that. All right, now let me ask you this. In 2011, would you have put him in the top 5 QBs?
In 2011, no, because he was in his second year. That was fucking 11 years.
That's his third year.
The third year.
I asked you because he had a... Hold on, relax. You know why I asked you that? Because he had a better season that year than he had this year as far as the numbers.
I don't...
So why is it... What's the difference? Because he won the Super Bowl? And you said no, it wasn't because... You said because he had everything. He had everything then.
No, he did.
Obviously, he did. Hold on. I'm going to talk to somebody with some sense. You know why? What's the difference? He played with a better team now. He played with a bum. He played with a bum team with the Lions and had 5,000 passing yards and the same amount of touchdowns. They just wasn't shit because they played with a bad team.
You didn't hear about it.
So he just played with a good team. Now all of a sudden he the man. Get your man.
You're done?
No, I'm never done.
Go ahead, John. Because I
mean,
like the hate is real.
No,
the hate is real.
He didn't have.
Look at his hat.
He had the same amount of
Look at his hat.
I will say this. My list might be a little funny, but I did have Matthew Stafford on my list. He did not.
Because Matthew Stafford ain't that bull.
Time out.
Fuck is you talking about? If you subtract Matthew Stafford from the Rams, he's not even in this conversation. That's my point. He played on a good team and they won, so y'all putting him up there.
Time out, right? Let me ask you this, right? Let's talk NBA, right? A guy averaged 26 points a game, right? But he don't make the playoffs. We're not really going to talk about him, are we?
I am.
You are because you're a lefty. Are you, John?
Yes, it depends on the play. We just talking about
Bradley Beal. John?
Bradley Beal don't make the playoffs all the time.
Oh, because it could be a person like on Sacramento Kings that's balling, but
we talking about Aaron Fox, and they don't make the playoffs.
What about him?
We talk about him, and he averaged about that.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm glad you say that.
Sometimes where you play at, and don't.
Who's the best team in the league right now in the NBA?
Warriors to me.
To you, who's the best team? We're going to the NBA final. Okay, let's take Steph Curry off that team, right? You put De'Aaron Fox on that team. and they don't make the and they don't make the finals.
Mhm.
Are you still talking De'Aaron Fox?
Yes,
Like,
because we talking about De'Aaron Fox when he played with fucking Sacramento. What are you talking
I'm saying
about?
is, if you take Steph right now off the Warriors, you add De'Aaron Fox right now. Are they in the championship?
You didn't ask that question the first time. No, they're not in the championship. You asked would I still be talking about him. Yes, I would. They wouldn't beat the championship, but I still would talk about him.
Call him Oouuber.
You talk about Ja Morant. They ain't make the fucking championship. Him and De'Aaron Fox is similar players.
I didn't bring up Ja.
No, the point I'm making is they're similar players, and you talked about Ja Morant prior to this 2 episodes.
Call him Oouuber.
No, you're not listening. My point is, you talked about Ja Morant, and he didn't make the championship.
Mm-hmm.
But you talked about him, and he averages about that amount of points, right? This is the point I'm making.
Okay, so you done?
No, I'm never done.
What do you got to say? What else you got to say?
Nah, go ahead,
Lefty. All right, let's go. Vito, Golden State wins the chip.
I gotta go to State winning.
John.
Yeah.
Just yes or no?
Yeah, Golden State wins.
I got Golden State winning. Last thing this weekend. Cambosis. Devin Haney. Who you got?
I got my man Devin Haney all day. He's gonna, it's gonna be. He has to win that fight.
I'm gonna go with Haney, but I really don't know too much about either one of these guys.
Devin Haney, nice. I fuck with him.
Everybody's nice until they come up against somebody nice.
Okay.
Every time we talk about boxing, still shout out Durant and his boots from Philly.
Shout out Boots with the knockout early a couple weeks ago.
Anytime we talk about boxing, I'm
shout out Boots.
Shout out Boots.
And did you see the after the fight interview when they interviewed Earl Spence?
What'd he say?
He was saying, "Oh well, he fought a guy that didn't look like he really wanted to fight." In all actuality, I don't think Earl Spence really want to fight that boy.
He don't want to fight. He don't want to fight Boots.
Okay, so
before
we go, we got a lot of stuff going on with Tank Davis wanting to leave Floyd.
Floyd can't.
Yeah, and his last opponent said that basically was him being ungrateful and all that. How y'all feel about that? Is it time for Tank to grow?
Yeah.
Keep it a C-note.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be time, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not there behind the scenes. I like Floyd Mayweather's camp.
But if you was Tank right now, then you the man. You knocking niggas out. You undefeated.
I would keep it going.
Time out. You got a chance to keep it going or do your own thing.
Matter of fact, let me retract my statement. I think he should stay. Yeah. Think about who is the biggest cash cow in the fucking game, Floyd Mayweather. So why not stay with that nigga to get that money? Because if he go on his own,
Floyd's still in the game.
No, I'm thinking promotion wise.
What I'm saying is, can Tank get the same money without Floyd?
Fuck no.
Yes, he can.
No, he can't.
As
far as he might be able to get close to the money, as far because
how do we not know Floyd is not holding Tank back?
How is Tank holding back?
Huh? What I'm saying is, whatever the timeout.
Floyd just promotion. He don't set up the fights.
Promotion got something to do with the fights.
He just promoting the fight.
But I don't know. To me, it just seems like all those dudes is ducking and dodging. I'm glad that he was able to fight Bull, Romeo, whatever his name. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think he's really holding him back because I don't know if any boxer is really being held back because I think when the beef starts and y'all get to talking like Crawford Spence, I think it's going to happen certain times when y'all get to talk.
So we know we're boxing though. The promoters,
maybe you're right.
The promoters are in the way. So what I'm saying is the promoters wanted. My best interest is John. My best interest is Vito. These are my boxers. You know what I mean? So what's to say Floyd not taking the same route and Tank say like I can beat these little niggas that's talking crazy, but Floyd got me fighting these niggas that was mechanics, like JJ Redick said.
But you know what? Floyd, nobody made more money in boxing than Floyd. So why not fuck with that?
Saying that you're not ready for this person, you wouldn't take his advice like, look, maybe I do need to train more. Maybe I do need to be. What do they call it, the dog out? Maybe he has to do a little bit more. And
My nigga,
listen to him.
if you that guy that they say
And
you are,
the last few fights of Tank, no, I think that boy
he be looking out of shape.
Yes.
Think about it. Think about it. Even though Floyd is that bull, but Floyd also is very strategic. He wasn't in a rush to fight nobody.
so
in their
he
prime.
ducked niggas.
Yeah, I feel like he ducked Pacquiao for years.
So it's good for him. It's good for Tank to duck
when he
niggas.
was at good time.
Yeah. Hold on. As a fan, no, but as the fighter, yes. You want to stay the champ as long as possible, so you can make more money as possible.
What you say, John?
I mean,
and they're not the first to duck, so we're not gonna do that.
Maybe you're right. You maybe if you just had a good manager, you could set up your own.
He's not making that money,
but
without
I don't
Floyd.
know.
Tank right now,
it just depends
he's
on
a
that.
knockout king.
It
He
just
can
depends
make
on that
whatever he
leadership.
wants.
And the last few fights, to me, from Tank wasn't that clean. So
Yeah.
I feel as though he still needs some polishing.
Shout out to John X. Shout out to my brother John X.
That's what he need to do. He need to take that aspect of Floyd.
My nigga.
Is get in the gym more because he be looking out of shape in them fights.
My nigga, if we can access it, it will be on the screen. But Tank alone doesn't need to break Floyd off that much money that's on the screen when he's going to do the same stuff regardless.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
Come on, man. It's all about that. Floyd was the same way.
Yeah.
He broke off.
Yeah.
Right? It's that time. What's your thoughts, people?
Yeah, you might be right about that.
Keep it a C-note.
He established fighter at
Tank
this point in time.
established.
So he can make that money.
Keep it a C-note, people. Cambosis, Devin Haney this weekend. Who you got? Is Tank wrong for saying I'm Diddy bopping off from Floyd?
You ain't never wrong for taking your own path. Never wrong for that.
Keep it a C-note with us.
Right.
This episode was a great episode.
No, but wait. But before that, people, I got a challenge I'm throwing out there because I'm feeling a little froggy.
I got a
about
challenge
my
too.
Eagles. And I got it with Brown.
Okay.
And I want the
with me?
Yes, with Brown.
Okay, call him Oouuber.
Whoever at the end of the season between the Rams and the Eagles has a better season. If your Rams has a better record than my Eagles,
talking to the mic. Hold on.
If his Rams has a better record than my Eagles, I will come on here with a show with a Rams jersey.
What size you wear? Because I'm gonna get the jersey for you.
But if the Eagles have a better season, a better record, no tie is no voided off. You have to wear.
Hold on.
That's cool.
I even let you pick whatever
cool.
Eagles.
Let me start this.
And you get to pick whatever jersey.
That's
you want.
cool. Call him Oouuber.
No, I'm not gonna call him Uber because for this reason only. Even though I feel like y'all
I don't care who
the third team in y'all division really ain't that good.
I don't
Brown
care.
plays in the division that is the best division in the league.
And we got the
y'all
best
have a rough
quarterback.
schedule this year.
We got the best
wide schedule every year.
And we have
call him.
That's what. Yeah, y'all do got a weak schedule, but y'all still ain't shit.
So at the end of the season, you're gonna see either me or Brown. One of us is gonna be wearing the other team jersey.
Oh, matter of fact, didn't you make that a bet earlier?
Time out.
Like whoever has the best record.
Time out. Tone, where are you at, Tone?
Oh, Tone, what's up, bro?
Tone, you supposed to be out here in your Aaron Donald's joint, like your jersey. Me and Tone had a bet from last season. Tone, where are you? You didn't take your picture with the Aaron Donald jersey. I see you doing the movie. Shout out to the movie and all that. It's on the screen, the name of the movie and all that. But kid, I need you in that Aaron Donald jersey before the next season start. You already owe me double.
No, he has to come on here and wear that Aaron Donald jersey.
Yes, you gotta
come on here.
We need Tone on here, man.
Knock it off, Tone. Knock it off. But John, shake my hand on that bet.
That's a bet.
You just let Vito out.
No, I already know the Eagles ain't shit, so I don't want to know. I'm going to spare this man.
What I'm saying is you don't get no bet at all.
I don't want no bet because I already know the Eagles are the third best team in the division.
I'm talking about with your bum ass team.
Oh, my team better than the Eagles.
No, yeah, but they're not a playoff team.
Yes, we are. We were a playoff team last year. And you know how we get in the playoffs last year?
How?
I'm asking you.
Do you think y'all team is going to have a better record than us at the end of the season?
I'm not even gonna answer.
Wait,
that.
y'all have a rough schedule? Do you? Wait, honestly,
yes. We had a harder schedule than y'all last year.
I
We made the playoffs.
didn't ask
with Trey Lance.
Trey Lance, yeah. Even I don't give a fuck. You can put me as the quarterback. We're gonna be better than the Eagles.
Here's another bet I'm gonna put on.
Hold on. Talking to the mic.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know Vito wanted to get in on this because
talking to the mic.
I knew because I already knew that the Eagles were gonna have a better record than the Niners. But
I agree.
But if you want to make that bet, I will wear a jersey week after week if I lose it.
I don't even need you to listen. Fuck all that.
Hold on.
The last time we played, what happened?
No, what we betting? It's a new season.
We're gonna bet on best record this season.
You didn't answer my question. What happened last time the Eagles played the 49ers?
All right, y'all might be. What, y'all beat us? Okay.
What's next? That's old.
But what's next?
That's all we know of. What's happened last?
You gotta bring up what's next.
You're only as good as your last game, right? Hold on.
But he betting for the future.
Stop. You only good as your last game because you keep talking about y'all won Super Bowl, right? So you're only good as your last game. Last time we played y'all lost.
Listen, people. So if the 49ers have a better record than the Eagles, you will see me on here on the episode with a 49ers jersey. And if the Rams have a better season than the Eagles, I will be on here with a Rams jersey.
He's definitely.
And I have to shake hands on that one. I need that bet.
I don't know. Listen,
because I want to see both of y'all in the Eagles jersey on here. That's my dream.
Oouuber.
Both of them going to be in the Eagles jersey.
Do you think just because y'all got AJ Brown, y'all going to be that much better? Somebody has to get him the ball.
Plus the NFL administration for hooking us up on that sweet ass schedule. I think that's also going to aid us.
Y'all always have sweet schedule because y'all division ain't shit.
Exactly, and then you know our division ain't shit, so I'm not worried.
And y'all the third best team in the ain't shit division, so you do the math.
Negative.
What you talking about?
No, we're not. We're the best team. I'm mad you had Dak Prescott on your top 5 NFC East.
We got bets on camera.
We got bets on camera.
Shout out Brother Fish, Schofish. He still owe you because he bet you on camera that the 49ers wasn't going to make the Super Bowl. But
who was
I mean the playoffs. Pardon me. Call me a Uber.
This team was the Commanders.
But yeah, he bet you on camera. Schofish, Brother Fish.
When you get off the milk carton.
When you get off the milk carton, you owe Vito something.
Yeah.
Because you bet that, man. You know. So
go Tone, both of y'all.
Yeah, though. Where y'all at, Tone? You need to pop up with that Aaron Donald jersey, like ASAP Rocky. Like, you know what I'm talking about? But listen, people, we overrunneth. Do we got anything else?
Well, actually, I do. Because we have to take a social point real quick. And I'm sorry, we got to squeeze a couple minutes in.
Okay, what you got?
And I want to get on y'all thoughts about this BS bullshit that would happen in Texas. And that's what I call it, bullshit, as far as the school shooting. And I know that there's...
Why is it... Time out.
Why is it bullshit? Because first off, because if my child was in that school, I would have either been shot by the police outside because I'm going in there to get my kid. You're not going to tell me you're not going to get my kid, and there's gunshots ringing out in there, and y'all treating it as a hostage situation instead of an active shooter.
Y'all looking at it wrong.
No. They looking at it wrong.
You're not listening to the angle I'm coming from. The conspiracy theorist in me says that shit was a setup and it was a hit
on
the
bull
who was making cars who would drive on the
Now, that's another coincidence. Every person... Now, check this out. Every person that comes up with their invention or have their vehicle running off of water somehow miraculously dies. Every person that comes up with a way to have their vehicle run on water, once again, somehow miraculously dies.
So that's it's like we need to look into that.
That is crazy.
Why would he say he was bullied? The guy was 18. Why wouldn't he go hit up the bullies? He shut up a elementary school, and just so happens that guy was there.
Could the shooting have been fake at all? The whole shooting?
Yes.
Like stage.
I don't believe none of this shit the media puts out.
Why? Why don't? Why?
Because of the conspiracy theorists in me. Because I feel like they were trying to get that boy out the way.
All right, brother John X. John X. Are you a conspiracy theorist first? Yes or no?
Let me answer it for you. Yes.
I look into them. Yes.
Okay, so do you believe this is more?
I believe that there's always more that we don't know about.
Okay, let us know. Educate us.
No, I'm just saying that the information that they give us is only what they want us to know, to be honest with you. And yeah, sometimes we bickering and going back and forth about who was right, whether this, that, and the third, police was on the right, police were on the wrong. But there's something bigger behind that we just don't know. But from the outside looking in, I mean, it is looking a little fishy. Something just don't smell right, especially with the bull, like with the knowing how to running vehicles off of water. That's a real game changer.
Right.
It's just a coincidence that every person that does that dies. And I mean, and it's not a coincidence. I mean, you heard about other school shootings being part of a conspiracy cover up because nobody actually does their like research on these folks that actually get shot up with this, that, and the third. So I don't know. I don't put nothing past nothing. I don't trust the government. I'll tell that shit to their face. I don't trust them. So
what you got, Vito?
I agree with Dr. X.
Yes, I agree with Dr. X too. Yeah, no. So we good.
yeah, I guess we
Great.
good.
Listen, we're going to take one final shot. This is our
let's go.
71st episode. Shout out Tone, too, because Tone ain't here, but he was a part of these episodes, 71
Let's go.
episodes. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. As you can see, everybody not only has the t-shirts on, but we may all need one. Call them a Oouuber t-shirt. Shout out She. Grab the t-shirts. He on go. He rock them. And when
he needs them.
When he needs them, he puts them on. So shout out to you, She. You my God. This episode is over. Call me a Uber. Yeah, call me a Uber. What is this tequila is good money. But you know, we're almost gone. We are gone. As always, I'm your boy Brown. To the left of me,
you got your boy John.
To the left of him, you got
Vito.
As always, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell everybody. Keep it a C note. We'll holla at you. Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da.